Good morning. Beautiful day already. It's already in the 80s. And I got up early, a little earlier, because it gets so hot. And I need to water the garden. See? Look at all the grass, but corn's looking good. Okra's looking pretty good. Some of the peas aren't doing too good. Not that many left when I thinned them out. I've got more seeds. Green beans, some are good. And squash. Pumpkin's doing good. I need to finish spraying down the tarps. But today, we have an electrician coming at 11 o'clock. So that we can get our wiring done. And he's going to help us figure out what we need and give us an estimate and where to dig our trenches so we can have power permanent to the shop, to the pump house, to the RV, and eventually to the house. I just picked up my medicine from Heidi Hoke. It's actually all natural, holistic stuff. This is her home, historic home. She's helped me tremendously. But she's in Mineola, right here, 100 Line Street in Mineola, and look her up, Heidi Hoke. She's got all kinds of degrees and all that. But this is where I went and picked up my thyroid. It's not medication, it's all natural stuff. And I'm feeling so much better. Guys, you wanna see something? We got thousands of these running around. Thousands of little toads. And I've been putting them in my garden because they eat bugs. We got them about that big around in the shop. I've been putting them over there. That's cool.
Hey folks, it's Monday morning. We have a special treat for you today. We are visiting Janet's whack-a-mole service. Janet has been fighting moles or gophers, we're not sure which one, for about 3 weeks. And it's time to reel in our line and see if she whacked one.
Okay, I walked out here this morning to water. Okay, I saw this line tight. The plant was laying across where the hole is. Now it's all gone. This is where we put the trap. And this was laying like this with still leaves on it, right? Well, now it's been moved.
They set it back up so they didn't think you'd notice.
Right.
Smart little buggers.
That trap was right here at the edge of this hole. So.
Did they bury the hole back?
Yes.
Since you were here earlier?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
There I had it covered. I saw a pile of fresh, loose dirt. Now I'm scared he's... Uh-oh. That's... Oh my gosh, I'm scared.
Pull a snake out of there.
Look at... Remember how I had it just at the entrance?
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. That's tight. It's way down there.
See? Outsmarted by a mole again.
He's underneath there.
It's tripped.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, we know he's still here. Okay.
Well, guys, this was meant to be a commercial for Janet's awesome whack-a-mole service. But apparently, she's still an apprentice. So that's strike one. Ah, she's putting foliage over the hole to trick them.
Yeah, that's what they said to do. Okay.
I have a feeling this is going to be a really long series of whack-a-mole till she gets this guy or girl.
You want to see my little cucumber?
Oh, I just can't wait.
See? Right there.
It's got warts all over it.
It's a pickling cucumber coming up.
It's a pickling cucumber.
There's two. See? Look at that baby.
Yeah.
Okay, right here is a baby cantaloupe. There. Right there.
Cool. I can eat your cantaloupe in one bite.
There's a squash. That squash won't be here by tomorrow.
You're making vegetables for munchkins.
Yeah, well, by morning the mole will have that one. I had to put the poison down in there, too. Huh?
I would.
Yeah, let me go get that.
I would think that's where you'd want it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Tune in for the next episode of Janet's Whack-A-Mole. Okay, guys, Janet's not here now. She's out playing whack-a-mole. I have a feeling that her garden is going to be more for the moles than the people. We shall see. Oh, she snuck up on me.
Uh-oh.
You can see where I've cleared some of the land of most of the debris and stuff from the trees. I still have all this high grass I need to clear. Problem is, I've got trees down in it, so they have to be individually cut. You saw me use a chainsaw to cut this one yesterday. Now I'm gonna get this stuff picked up and moved over to our firewood pile. Another day, guys. Now you know why I bought the truck. Told Janet that I needed to buy a pickup truck. She wanted to buy a new one, or a newer one. They've gotten so expensive, and I didn't want to finance one. So I just thought I'd find one that was inexpensive. When we bought this one, it had 184,000 miles on it. It's 2,000. And my whole idea for buying a pickup truck was to have a farm truck, something that most of its use is going to be out here on the land. I would have preferred to buy a tractor, but the tractors that we looked at in the same price range, they looked to me like it was going to be work with the tractor for half a day and then take it in the shop. Work with it for half a day and then take a shop. They were pretty beat up. And we're talking tractors back 1962, 1964. And so I thought, no, I'm gonna get a pickup truck that we can use that on the property, and then eventually, if we find out we really need a tractor, then we'll sell the pickup truck and we'll buy a tractor. So, but I'm not buying an older one like that. I'll buy a used one, but it has to at least be made in the last 50 years. Our neighbor across the street came by this morning to talk to Janet. He raises chicks, baby chicks, to sell. And he said that he caught our cat over around his chicken cages, and he's got 4 chicks that are dead. Brought them over in a bucket to show her. So he told us that he really doesn't want our cat over on his property. I can understand that. Janet can too. He said next time the cat goes over there, he's trapped the cat once, kept it overnight and let it go, hoping it would stay away. But he said next time the cat comes over there and kills a chicken, then you're not gonna get your cat back. Which I can understand that too. So Janet offered to pay for the 4 chickens that were dead. We don't even know if our cat did it, because a lot of cats go over there, but it wasn't much. It's, you know, $4 to $6 a chicken. But he said no, that he just wanted to let us know that our cat was over there. Problem is, even if I put a fence around the building, the cat's gonna go over it. So I guess we're gonna have to keep our cat inside most of the time. And he didn't like that. He meows and cries, and so anyhow. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Keep him from killing the chickens. I wouldn't want somebody's animal coming over here and killing our cat. So, which is kind of, the frustrating part of it is, we're the only person here in this community that keeps their dog on a lead. Everybody else, they don't have fences, they just let them run free. So at any given day, there's, at different times of the day, there's 8 or 9 different dogs that walk on our property and come around, and they all play together and stuff. There's no vicious dogs out here that we know of, but we keep ours on a lead and keep an eye on her, because she hasn't learned her directions home. And when she wanders off, we end up spending a couple hours finding her, and our property backs up to train tracks, and right on the other side of the train tracks is a highway. So if she goes behind the property, which she hasn't done yet because she doesn't know that part of the land, if she goes back there and gets on that highway, she can get killed. So, and a lot of dogs do get killed on that highway, but our neighbors just don't view dogs the way we do. We look at a dog as part of the family, and most of our neighbors' dogs, they might bring them in at night. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but they're more like farm animals that sit on their porches and stuff. So in the meantime, none of the other dogs want to come over and play with our dog, because she's on a lead, a 30-foot cord basically. And we keep it right over just outside the shop door, and we leave the shop door open during the day so she can come inside. We've got water for her, got food for her, and got her a little bed over here in the shade. And we really only have her out here when we're out here.
All right, Greg. You looking for your overalls?
Maybe.
That's the brand I got.
Yeah?
Yeah. You don't want to do the train style?
What's my length on jeans? 32?
32, yeah. Mine were super, I got the...
Oops. There we go.
You want to try them on?
I'll try them on.
Okay. Ta-da! Those look good. Yeah?
They have 30 length also.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought mine would shrink up more and they really didn't. So, you look good.
I look like Uncle Jed.
Mm. Alright guys, this is our chicken fried steak at the East Texas Burger Company in Mineola, Texas. Okay, we knew better than to just order 2 plates because it's huge. Okay, they have a smaller size for 12 bucks. This is the $15 size. You can get French fries or, you know, sweet potato fries, but I just said double up on the mashed potatoes and we'll just split the big one. Oh, and we just love this chicken fried steak. It's so good.
Okay, gang, I shot a 230 in the first game, a 200 in the second game, and it fell apart and bowled a 157 in the third for a 587 series. Which is what, a 195 average, and we lost all 4 games. It's always next week.
Alright guys, laundry day. Look at my hubby and his overalls. Isn't he cute? Oh my gosh, he's helping me. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go do laundry. I'll do laundry, then go back to the house, and then he'll come and pick me up. Cool.
My pallet supplier arrived. I have a new load of 75 pallets. So I can get started on finishing up Janet's fence. And I'll show you guys a little trick. If you're interested in doing a pallet fence or making some raised planters for your garden out of pallets, what you want to look for, and I don't tell my guy specifically what type of pallets I want. So he delivered this one, which I'll use in the shop to hold stuff, but I really can't use it to make anything with. But what you want to look for, see the HT? See, there's an HT there. Let's see, there's an HT here. HT stands for heat treated. Those are safe to use in your planters from what we understand, or your garden, because they don't have chemicals in them. The ones you don't want to use will say MB, as in Mary Boy. That actually stands for like methylene bromide or something like that. That's the chemicals that they use to treat that style of pallet. Those chemicals you don't want. You want the ones that have the HT on them. So I'll use the ones that have MB on them that I receive to make projects out of, like I don't know, squirrel feeders, little shelves, things like that. Anything that I'm going to stain and seal, so that I'll seal any bad chemicals inside of them. You don't want to use those in your garden area, because over time with rain and the wood breaking down, those chemicals can end up in your soil. Then you're eating food that's got garbage in it. So anyhow, that's our big exciting event of the day. Picking up Janet from the laundromat. There she is. We had 3 weeks of clothes for her to do laundry. So every time we do laundry, it's like 30 bucks.
No, I got it off cheap, 20 bucks.
$20 this time. All right.
Alrighty guys, here we are, Sherwin-Williams, getting supplies to hang wallpaper. It's been years, okay? And a few things that we didn't save. we could still have a bunch of our tools, our smoothies and everything. We need some primer. Right. Man. Expensive now. Everything high. Big difference from when we were working years ago.
I used to get wallpaper primer for $19.99 a gallon. It's $34.99, $35.99. And wallpaper paste. I used to get wallpaper paste for $32.95 a 5-gallon bucket. It's now $104.95.
Yep. And thank goodness we saved our straight edge, levels, pouches, cutters, smoothies. We have all that. I think. I hope. Alright guys, this sucks. Concrete trucks have tore up the road and our car won't make it. So we're going to have to cut through that way, take all our tools up to the building. Alright guys, this is not what we expected. Alright, see the rock? Greg was told it was going to be in the middle, right here, okay? That's what he thought they said, the designing people. But apparently it's on the sides. We're barely have enough wallpaper to run the strips. And if he wants the switch plates covered, we might not even have enough for that. And he's out on a lake right now. We need to know about the cords. He said he was going to pull this down. Well, it's here. And he said, don't worry about the holes. And as you can see, we're going to have to screw some of this plywood down because they only put, there's one. They need to have a lot more screws and they need to be recessed enough. Okay? He's looking for tools. Take that off. Hey, Greg.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. They said it was going to be all prepped.
Yeah.
And
I'm prepping.
yep. And the owner said, oh, don't worry about floating it. It seems to be fine. It won't show. Yeah, it will. We looked at the paper. It's supposed to be pre-pasted. Of course we pasted it anyway. But yeah, these seams on this plywood, some screws are sticking out, missing a bunch of screws. So Greg was screwing in the plywood, floating. There's holes, there's nails sticking out, screws sticking out. They had stuff hanging on the walls, so we had to take all that down. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh, that's cool. What? That looks like a salamander. I gotta grab it, okay? And show Greg. Look, how cool. Ew, cool. You guys? Awesome. He's sealing the wall so that this paper will stick to this plywood. Okay, so he cut it in with the brush all the way around and all around and all over. Okay, now he's rolling it on. And then we'll come back tomorrow and actually try to hang this stuff around the rock. Cool, cool, cool. We did not expect this day to be forever, but here we are. We insisted on doing a good job. So, here we are.